Welcome back to another episode of Tana Takes. The usual suspects, Logan, Fred.
Thank you. This guy can't keep a straight face.
We ain't even started.
I know.
What's wrong with you?
That's what happens, man. Fred just give you a reason to laugh, right? Folks ask me all the time, man, Tana, how do you do? I just laugh.
Just laugh.
Well, fellas, you know how we do this thing, man. I'm gonna throw these takes at y'all, and y'all tell me what you like through the emojis, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, fellas, my first take. Toughest position to play in the league.
Oh, I love this one.
It's not tight end.
It's not tight. No,
This might be simple though. I think we've all known one of the toughest positions that they give, and because they give them to me the most money.
Yeah,
and that's the quarterback.
Yeah.
But I think it's a tougher position.
Okay.
And the reason why I think so, because these guys got to follow people around that's probably sometimes not even natural. You know, they're not even human.
Yeah.
These top speed, you got to follow a guy around backwards.
Yeah.
And Fred knows a lot about this position. Defensive back, man. The quarterback position to me.
Cornerback.
Now, we know the quarterback position is one of the toughest. You know what I mean? You have to be the CEO of the team. You have to do a lot of reading, defenses, putting your team in the best situation possible as an offensive, conductor. But the defensive back position, man, playing cornerback, I think that's one of the toughest positions in the league, man. So I'm gonna have to say DB.
Of course you think it's fire.
Fire.
Of course. Yeah.
Tears of happiness. Fire. Because let me tell you something about a cornerback. Don't ever take them to church with you, because we lie, we cheat, and we steal. That's our
Don't
job.
talk about yourself like that, man. Don't talk about yourself like that.
That's what we have to do to survive the job.
Yeah.
And he's right. We got to do what the fastest human beings on this planet Earth do, going backwards. What they doing going forward.
Yeah.
We have to anticipate passes from some of the best arms in the world.
Yeah.
And it's also the loneliest position. What did I tell you earlier about when I get burnt and come sit on the bench and ain't nobody beside me? Crickets. So at the end of the day, mentally, it's challenging.
Yeah.
Physically, it's challenging.
Yeah.
And to play it at a high level for like 10, 15 years, that's just a hard thing to do. That's why I always get love to Darryl Green.
Yeah.
To do it for 20, that's
crazy.
unbelievable.
So I think that's a fire take. But
Yeah.
I got a question, man.
What's your question?
I can't believe you forgot to mention the offensive linemen, those left tackles, those right tackles. Those guys got to do the same thing. And when you look at the combine numbers, when you look at what those guys bring every single week, the defensive ends, those guys are the freakiest dudes that walk the face of the earth, and they have to block those guys going backwards and playing catch. So I agree. I think DB, incredibly tough position, but I might have said offensive line, just throw those guys in there.
I think they one of them.
Get out of here.
Montez
Don't
Sweat
get your
is
hand
a
out
DN that runs a 4-4.
Yeah.
But Calvin Johnson, the receiver, was 6'6" and
But
running a 4-4.
I'm saying you got to negotiate the physicality of the position,
Yeah.
the bull rushes, the speed.
Well,
it's
if we want to say they're one of the positions that play football more than we do, because they play football
They gotta
year
touch
round.
somebody every day.
They practice all day as a game for them.
Yeah.
You know, every day as a game. We go to practice. We basically barely get in touch that time. You know? We thud, not even thudding some of the time.
But I agree though, it's a fire take, DB 100%. But don't forget those offensive linemen.
Yeah,
You know?
we'll show them love next time.
Forget them.
All right, next one. This one here, it's not even a tape. You know what I mean? This question is, who did you model your game after?
Okay, all right.
So I want to hear what you guys have to say off of what I'm saying.
You Tom Raffman, right?
So find a guy that you think that I probably should have modeled my game after you hear my tape.
Okay.
So when I was young, every kid grew up in my era thought they was Jerry Rice. Who played my position?
I was gonna say.
Every kid, I'm a Jerry Rice. We go to the park, you playing catch with somebody, I'm Jerry Rice. But as I got older and knew that was gonna be my true position, I had to find someone that resembled me.
Sure.
I'm like, I can't be Jerry Rice. I'm not long. I'm not that long. I'm not that tall. I might be a little more twitched up and faster. So as I got to watching football, and I watched football back in them days, we didn't have it every day.
Yeah.
So whenever it came on Sunshine Network down there in Florida, that's the only chance we got a chance to watch football. I started seeing guys that resembled me. One was in my backyard at the Miami Dolphins at the time. It was Mark Clayton.
I knew he was.
So Mark Clayton was the first guy that I saw, and he wore 83. So I'm like, that's my number already. I love that number. And I can honestly see myself be that guy. Now, I'm still built a little bit differently than Mark Clayton, but he was one of the guys. Then as I got going, I got older, two colleges stuck out to me, man, and sold me. I was watching Florida. Matter of fact, I was watching Miami one day. And I see Michael Irvin doing his thing, but there was a guy on there catching punts. Or number 5, Kevin Williams. And I said, I can be him. I could be him. And then after they did their thing, some years later, watching the Florida Gators. I told you one of the things about me being from Florida, I watched Miami, I watched Florida, and I watched Florida State.
Sure.
When I watched the Gators play, I saw Jacquez Green.
Oh,
I said, I have found my twin. That is me. That is I. So if I have to give anybody credit for stealing from them, trying to be them throughout my years of playing football, it was Jacquez Green.
Yeah.
And
I like that one.
Yeah.
That was a hard one to beat right there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
That's a hard one to beat, but I got one nobody's thinking about.
Okay.
And he had one game where he caught 5 touchdowns for the Rams.
Let me get the TD up.
No, because that's a TD. I thought he hit it on the head with Jacquez Green.
Yeah.
Henry Ellard. If you remember, Henry Ellard from the Rams can run every route, was fast as all outdoors, and he broke a lot of records there.
Love that. The one thing I love about that take is that you try to take things from people's game, right? So who do you model your game after? And I love that you've got multiple guys with different skill sets to kind of get that done. I don't have anything to add because I am a little bit younger than you guys. I know it doesn't look like I'm younger than you guys, but I am. And so to me, like, people model their game after Santana. I had no idea who Santa was modeling his game after. So I think that's really cool that he kind of gave those.
Who you modeled your game after?
To me, it was Jason Witten. Because he was a guy that wasn't super fast, you know, like
nothing stuck out.
Yes, but he was very solid in the run game, caught the ball well. Like Tony Gonzalez was like a little too athletic for me, right? Yeah. Kind of those just really solid guys. Like that kind of just did their job.
But I thought you probably pass protect way better than Jason Witten.
Yeah, I mean it was a tough deal.
He was a beast.
But he was running routes, so I didn't pass protect. So, but that was the kind of thing.
I think your feet was a little too big for route running. No, I'm messing with you.
Yeah, it was Deion Sanders for me. Really? Oh, you better put that back foot down now. Hey, it was Deion Sanders.
Prime.
I studied the way he walked, the way he talked. I studied everything. When I first saw him at Florida State, I renamed. I got mad when they didn't recruit me because I was like, I'm gonna rename it Fred Smoot University.
Yeah.
When they didn't recruit me, I literally used to call down there to take Cody and tell him, put Mississippi State on your schedule so it can kick your ass. Like I was really mad about it.
I don't know if I heard Prime talk as much crap as you talk, man, but I know for well if he want to say anything, boy, you got that to the teeth. Boy, look at here. All right, good one, fellas. Next take. Last week, Jahan Dotson told someone when he was getting interviewed that we got the quarterback position sold up.
Oh,
and he was really impressed with what he saw through OTAs and minicamp with Sam Howell. Now, my question to you guys, and I'm gonna give you my take on it. Is it too premature for Jahan to be feeling the way he's feeling, or should we go ahead and get ready for fireworks? Because Sam Howell is gonna do some things.
You won't.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel about this.
Yeah.
Just from being a receiver and being out there and being probably being in Dotson's shoes. When you're going out there and getting good reps with your quarterback, I know it's too early for us to be talking about what he's going to do in the season. But when you're feeling that good, you really have high hopes, high expectations, because some of the things you've seen being transpired. Also, with having the defense that we have, one of the better defenses in the league, and they was rated pretty high coming out of last season. If you're out there doing your thing against them, you got to feel confident.
Yeah.
But I would say I straddle the fence with his take on it because I feel that, one, you can't get too far ahead of yourself.
Sure.
But you also do have to big up your guy. So I'm gonna be a little on both sides of that, but I don't think he's wrong for bigging up his guy.
I think it's one of the things like dating. You know, when you date,
can't wait to hear this.
I can only judge you by who you've dated before me.
Is that how you judge people?
Yeah, because if you say, if she say I'm like the best, you the best boyfriend I ever had. Well,
you know she lied.
The last guy, if he was terrible, it's nothing. What I'm saying is, who has Dotson had to compare him to? Wentz and Heineke.
Yeah.
So yes, he feels better because the ball is probably getting
coming
on
a little
quicker.
He
got somebody
behind it.
He probably got an eye kind of communication with Sam that he didn't have with those guys. So yes, I think his comfortability is better. I also think his relationship is better, and I also think Sam has a better arm and a feel for where he wants to go with the ball. And guess what? If you want the ball through to you, the best way to do that is to run up your quarterback.
Be nice to your quarterback?
Yeah.
So I was going to say the other thing for me is that EB's here, right? Yeah. So that the relationship and the timing and the concepts they're running are going to be better suited to kind of getting the receiver the ball in their hands, right? So I think while Sam has looked good, I think we all agree he looks very good, and we're excited about what he's doing. I think it's too crazy to say it's on lock.
Yeah.
You know, we got to see some more. Got to see him in that joint practice against Baltimore. So I think your take and your description of that is fire, right? Yeah. Fire, ice cold, fire take for me.
Yep. I'm just too cool for it. That's all I'm about.
Well, as always, fellas, thanks for being here with me. We'll see you next week.